Alright guys, so here's what we're doing. If you saw the clip earlier, the update, I told you I was going to be working on a new box. I had some MDF in the back of the car there. This isn't the box. This is a box. Oh, it's a heavy box. Okay. This box I built, a year and a half ago for $112, as you can see. It's a 112-inch box. Only problem is, it's the size of a box for like two 12-inch subs. Because this is the first time I had ever built a sub box. I had no idea what I was doing, and I built it freaking massive. This is like, the top's like 12 inches, the bottom's I think 15 inches. It's just massive. So obviously not going to work for a single 12. Unless you have just a massive 12-inch sub. But what I'm going to do with it now is we're going to chop it up, and we're actually going to use it as my new box for my 210s. I was running into problems with the building a box for 210s because I wanted to kind of go the width of my trunk, and the problem is that's almost 40 inches. So if I do a 40-inch box that's 13 inches high, and it's going to be at least 7 inches deep, it's just going to be huge. It's going to be a massive box. Once again, too big. So I had this old one, and I was like, wait a minute. If I take this is about 31 inches long. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to cut off the bottom 5 inches of it, so it'll only be, it's about 12 inches tall at that point. Basically from here up to here. You can see the marks there. From there up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the front of it, because obviously it's got a 12-inch hole in it. Take off the front. We're going to put on a new front that'll actually go all the way to the 30 inches. It'll go an extra 5 inches, or the extra 40 inches. So it'll go an extra 5 inches on either side. There. So that it fills up the whole space, but the volume of the box is the right size. So that's what we're working on now. So I'm going to fire up the table saw here, and we're going to cut off 5 inches of box, and we'll see what happens. Should be interesting. We'll just say that. So I'm going to do some cutting, and I'll get back to you after I'm done. Alright, so I've made the necessary cuts now. Took off the bottom. Obviously, there's no bottom here, and I took off the front, which is over here. So what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to do a little bit of sanding, sand down all of this leftover MDF. Alright, sanding's all done. Got nice smooth edges now to work with here. I sanded this a bit just to get any kind of rough edges that there were. There weren't that many, but it's all good now. Basically, the next thing to do is to start cutting out my my new pieces of wood. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut basically the side here, the sides, so I can get those on. Because I want that to be nice and sturdy before I move on to anything else. But after that's done, I'll cut out the bottom and the top, or the front. Not the top. This is the front. This is the top. This is the front. So, I'll get to it right now, and actually, you know what? I was hoping that would be big enough that I could reuse it, but no, it's not happening. That's okay. I bought 2 sheets of MDF, so 2x4 sheets, not 4x8 sheets. That would be way too much. So, I'm going to get those out and start marking off how big I need them. I'm going to basically just trace this shape for the side pieces, and then I'll measure for the front and bottom. But, so I'm going to get that taken care of, and then I'll get back to you guys. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright. Before I go any further with this, it is hot out. I'm going to take this to the trunk. This is my basic shape. I'm going to see how it fits and how it looks. Come on, car. Take the trunk. We'll put the camera down. There we go. Slide that in without hitting the camera. Perfect. Okay. Right up against the back there. I got sawdust in the car. That's okay. That's about half and half. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. Takes up not quite half my trunk. I still got plenty of trunk space once this is in. I'm gonna have to get grills for the speakers to make sure they're not hitting anything, but and of course it'll be about an inch higher than where it sits now. But the plan is sub here, amp will go on top. Piece of cake, right? So we're gonna get to some measuring now, and then I'll get back to you after that. Alright, so got my new side pieces cut out here. Same exact profile. Looks good. That's a little off, but it's not. It squares up. Get the one on the other side all set. So this is going to go on. Makes the box 1.5 inches wider. Doesn't affect the interior dimensions though, so it's fine. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my wood glue. I'm going to glue these. And I'm also going to screw them right in because I just want to make sure it's solid. So I'm going to go grab some wood screws and glue, and we're going to screw this puppy in. Yes. Screw it right in, and then I can cut out the bottom. Yep, so I'm going to get right to it. Cut some more wood and do some gluing and all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you later. Alright guys, so here you have it. Got my new sides on, they're glued, they're screwed. They're going to hold nice and tight. I'm going to put some caulking in the accidental holes I kind of cut there. We're going to put we'll put some caulking in there, seal it up good. But other than that, I think it's good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the bottom. Yeah, we'll cut out the bottom and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to have to measure it out. But the bottom should be nice and square, so I shouldn't have problems with that, unlike I did with this, with it not being square. See, one of them sticks out, that one sticks out, that one doesn't, because it's not quite perfect, but that's okay. It's okay. So, I'm going to get to the next step, and I'll get back to you. Alright, well, we're just about done for today. She's looking more like a box now. Obviously we started with the box this morning, essentially the same shape, and all I've really done is shrunk it down. We added a new top, new sides, and a new bottom piece, because the ones that were on were not very good wood, for one. They were too thin, for two, and they weren't quite square and everything, for three. So now we've got a box that's nice and squared up. It's got a good face. Basically a box that's going to last. It's going to be good to go. So I've got some major caulking to do. Even though this box is really just being used for the shell, for the basic shape and the structure, I'm still going to have to fill in all these gaps. I'm going to do all the caulking. So that's basically the next thing that I'm going to be doing is caulking. But this is part one. Video's all done. I'm going to take a break for today. And hopefully I'll get back to you in the next couple of days with some caulking going on. And that's about it. So we're looking like a box now. It's going to fit really nice in my trunk. That'll go right against the curve of the back of the trunk there. You can see the angle. Put it on the ground. So you can see this side nice and straight. That side's nice and angled. Very nice. It's going to be a good box. So, that's it for today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.